I'm Sarah Wagner, an intuitive success coach, and I work with female entrepreneurs who are ready to create the spiritual and energetic foundation that their business is craving so that they can finally enjoy that ease and flow and grace that they totally know is possible in their business. Today, in this video, I'd like to share with you how I came to be a coach. So it all started in 2015. I decided early on in the year that I was going to go it was the last week of October, beginning of November, to California to do the You Can Heal Your Life teacher training. For those of you who don't know, You Can Heal Your Life is branded under Louise Hay. And so I was super excited to go out and learn more about this mindset stuff and how you can totally change your life. I had been applying it in my own life through her book for a couple of years at that point, and I was ready to take the next step and dive in deeper. So I was really excited to be going out to San Diego and learning all of this. And what happened early in November, because we were there, let's see, like October 30th through like November 5th or something like that. It was a full week-long training. Anyway, so I was out there, and one of the days they asked us to do a walking meditation. And what this is where you take a few minutes to kind of journal about what you're looking for clarity on, and then you go out into nature and you walk. And you simply focus on your breathing, and you interact with nature as you feel compelled to, and you just allow the messages to come to you. You just receive it. It's very beautiful. It was my first time ever trying it. And it was really cool. So all I asked for was clarity on what my next few steps in life were. At this point, I had just quit my corporate job. Let's see, I quit it in May, and this was November. So you do the math. What's that, like 4 months or something? So I had quit my corporate job, and I had been doing massage therapy at the same time as my corporate job, but now I was doing only massage therapy out of the home while raising my 2 children, who at the time were 1 and 2 years old. And I was just looking at, like, what's next? What's next for my business? What's next for my life? How can I create the income to live the lifestyle I'm dreaming of, to really have the impact I want to have in this world? And so I went and I did that walking meditation. And while I was out there, I was reminded of this list of goals I had at home in my nightstand that I had created earlier in the year about things that I wanted to do in the next year, and then by the time I was 30, 35, and 40. And at 35 years old, I wanted to become a life coach. And I don't know why I put it down for 35 years old, because I had wanted to do it since college. I had really wanted to do it. And I experienced my first life coach when I was 22 years old, working with one myself. So I don't know why I had pushed that off so far, but I had, and that's what kind of came to me during the meditation is, why was I waiting? What was I not ready for now? What did I need to do in order to become a life coach, and these sort of things? And what I realized was that there was really no reason I couldn't start now. I had this programming that said that I had to have this college degree and I had to do all these different things to get there. But the truth was, I didn't need to. In the coaching industry, you don't need to. And so I decided that very day to become a life coach. So when I finished the training, I came back home and I immediately started doing everything I could to prepare myself to be the life coach I desired to be. I started watching the webinars, like I'm sure many of you have done as you've branched into entrepreneurship. And I started learning about marketing and sales and coaching techniques so that I could perfect what was already coming to me naturally. And I decided to sign up for a year-long coaching certification program that started that following January, where I learned all the coaching skills, and I learned a bunch about online business, marketing, sales, just self-promotion, right? So that you can actually build a profitable business. And I was so very excited, and I was sharing it with anyone and everyone that I could. And what really turned out to be the truth was that it just didn't come as easy to me as all those online marketing and business coaches would lead you to believe with their marketing. So I wish I could tell you that I was like a success within 6 months, like 6 figures in 6 months and all those catchy little things, but that just wasn't my story. I was a good coach and I did have some natural skill there, but the business side of it was a whole nother ballgame for me. And I'd like to share more about that in my next video with you, just so that you know there's going to be 4 parts to this. And the 4 parts of this video series align with a 4-part series on my blog. So if you're interested in checking any of this out through the blog versus videos, just go ahead and check out my website at www.sarahmwagner.com.